Hi Pisces. Let's do a collective reading for you today. Let's see what you need to be aware of. Today is the 13th of May, 2025. But whenever you watch the video is when you're supposed to receive the messages. This is a timeless reading. Also, Pisces, take what resonates for you and leave the rest, as this is a collective. Okay. Pisces. Let's see what you need to be aware of today. First card of the reading, you have main female. Then you have false person. So there's someone here that is on your mind. Okay, someone that you desire, you have passion for. This person holds a secret that you will be hearing about very, very soon. Okay, this could be a feminine energy. You could be this feminine energy. I feel like you are the one that you still hold feelings for this person. They could be going through a legal matter at the moment. To me, they're making a very, very big decision with this so-called legal matter. But I see after this legal matter, or whatever this is to them, is completed, I feel like they're coming forwards with the information about this. But you will be getting something in return, okay? There's a gift. There's a gift coming. Whether that's an actual physical gift or the gift of word. But I don't feel like, Pisces, you're going to be in the dark anymore about the situation. There's something that's coming out clear. What does Pisces need to know? The first card of the reading, you have the Two of Swords. Then you have the Age of Aquarius. So, enlightenment, awakening. Someone that's actually taking the blindfold off. You have the Three of Cups. The Fool. Center of your reading, you have the Eight of Wands, then you have the Hermit. Virgo energy. Then you have the High Priestess. Your energy, Pisces. Pisces, Cancer. The King of Pearls. So chunky, these cards. And you have the Nine of Pearls. So some type of reward. You have the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. Okay. Something is coming in that you're going to have to make a choice about. Okay, and with making this choice, you need to be using your intuition. I'm just turning this microphone around. Okay. Tell us about the Two of Swords here for Pisces. You have the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles, there's something you've been working on, okay? And you've given your all to it. The thing is, though, that's all that's going to be built out of whatever that is you were working on, okay? Whether to keep going or not, that is your decision. I see you making a choice here where you haven't been looking at it. There's a decision here where you haven't been looking at it because it could be in the too hard basket. But then the other decision here that I feel you have, it's grown to its full potential, okay? The pentacles are falling off the bush. So you've given it your all. Now you're making a decision whether to keep going with that or to start something else. Because as I said, there's something over here that you're not looking at, and that is yours, that you have been working on, that's bringing in a lot of positive. You're also feeling very proud about it. But there's a hesitancy choosing it because I feel like it's in the too hard basket. But the thing is, though, if you make a plan, things can work out, okay? You can reach success with this new choice. Because I feel like whatever you've been working on here, it has reached its full potential. It cannot reach anymore. It's not going to reach the 10 pentacles. It's only going to reach the 7. And I feel like you see this. This is something that you're very, very passionate about. So it could be something in the material world. It is something you need to be deciding whether you want to hold on to it or you want to let it go. To me, you're having some type of epiphany here with the Age of Aquarius. What is the Age of Aquarius here for Pisces? The Three of Pentacles. So maybe you've put this in the too hard basket because there's other people that are involved in the situation. In one of these situations, this new idea or this new choice that you're about to choose, it's going to be a challenge. I feel like there could be a lot of competition. But there's something about working together. Okay, so this is the new choice that you are choosing. It has a lot of potential. I also feel like, you know, there's something here in the past that you're comfortable with, okay? Even though it only reaches a 7, you've been working on it for a while. You know, time has progressed with that. But there's more out there. Okay, I feel like you may need to do things a little differently. There's a lot of competition with what you're doing. You're afraid to put yourself out there. You're afraid to be unique. But there's something about showing who you are to the world. Pisces Cancer energy is significant here with the moon. There's a new choice that's in on the cards here for you, Pisces. You know, you see the mountains in the background. There will be challenges, okay, as anything has challenges. But you can overcome these challenges. Okay, you are stronger than you think. You stand out from the crowd. So you could be working with people here. There could be people in the same field that you're collaborating with. All these opinions are needed. Also, the polka dot coat. So polka dots remind on the tarot deck to have fun, to stop being so serious. To follow your intuition. I feel like you're worried because you don't know, you know, what the future's going to bring. You can't see the future. You can't predict the future. But the future's pulling you into this new direction. And there could be other people that are working with you on this new direction. Tell us about the Three of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Swords. And the Eight of Swords. And you've got the Ten of Cups on the back of the deck. So there's a lot of happiness here, okay? As you move forwards on this new path, okay? As you decide to take some type of new option, there's an option there where you've given your all and it hasn't been working out, okay? You could be in your head about starting this new option. And this could be with someone that's a family member, some type of heart connection. Okay, a family member, a loved one, a friend. But I see you all coming together, you know, with that Three of Pentacles, working together, working on something unique. But the thing is here, though, I feel like you've been wounded from the past, okay? There's thoughts about the past resurfacing. So whether this is somebody here that you're working with again, because the Three of Cups is also a reunion. But whatever this coven is, whatever you're working on with this person, you're feeling like you have no control. But the thing is, though, you're happy to be working on this with this person. I also feel, Pisces, with the Eight of Swords here, you know, she feels imprisoned in the mind, like she has no control. But she can take the blindfold off, and also, you know, that water is shallow. So once she takes the blindfold off, she can realize that things aren't going to be like they were. There may be challenges here, but I feel like with the Wounded Warrior coming out, you can overcome them, okay? You've learned these lessons before, and I feel like you have in the past. Tell us about the Fool. So for the Fool, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Five of Swords. So there's a leap of faith. You're taking a leap of faith. You're going to do it. You're going to start this new choice, this new option. As much as it leaves you in your head about the situation, you know you're in control of your own life, okay? And you know you've learnt the lessons from the past, that you can do anything. The thing is, though, with the Fool, the feather is huge in his hat. So he is capable of starting this new beginning, okay? It's just mentality-wise, feeling like you cannot. But you've gone through lessons, and you could have gone through lessons with this person that you're starting this beginning with. You know, you may have done this before with this person, or you may have learnt these lessons before for this new beginning to start. Because the journey of the Fool is, it just keeps going. The continuous cycle from the World to the Fool, starting again, it just repeating its cycles, but every cycle, there's a lesson that's been learnt through that cycle, and the Fool takes it on the next journey, those lessons. And I feel like that's what you're doing. As much as, you know, you could be in your head that things might not work out in this commitment, you have the skills, even if it doesn't. There needs to be work put in. The garden is not going to grow unless there is work put in. And I see you doing the work. I see you deciding to do the work because you feel like you are the worthy candidate. You feel like you've been through these lessons before. You know what to do if anything arises. So I see you taking the leap. Tell us about the Eight of Wands. The Ace of Wands. So I see fast movement with this. You've got two aces coming out, so you could be seeing the number 11. Talking about that new beginning and justice. Things will work out if the work is put in, okay? And this is from both sides. And then you've got the Two of Cups. Okay, whoever this is, whoever's starting to work on something with you here, it's going to move quickly because you're both putting in something. Okay, this is going to work out because you're both putting in something. Okay, you're both taking action. I also feel things will be moving quickly. Like there could even be something official happening. You know, you could be officially being a couple or getting married. But I see a lot of fast movement in this commitment. But that's if you both are doing positive things for this to work. Okay, because the Judge is watching. Justice is watching Libra energy. So if the work isn't equal, it's not going to work out. It's just how karma goes. But to me, I see this person coming in with some type of offer. You know, I can even see this person coming in with commitment. Whoever this is, it could be a Virgo. You've got the Hermit. Tell us about the Hermit. So I feel like there's been no communication or very little communication between you and this energy before they come in with that offer. This is somebody that they really want this. No one is going to stop them from making their way forwards towards you. Whoever this is, I feel like it started in the recent past energy there, okay? And I feel like there's a past that holds you back from the situation. You have the Star. Maybe because you've been hurt in the past, okay? There's been towers that have been knocked down. You have restarted. You have the Four of Wands. I feel like you distanced yourself from this energy. With the Hermit, you know, he's on top of the mountain, you know, and with the Hermit card, they want him to come down so, you know, he can give his wisdom. You know, he's very wise. He's out there soul searching. Okay, maybe he enjoys being alone. You know, maybe that's you. Maybe you've been doing you, you've been soul searching, you've been working on your inner child. And you've moved away from the world, okay? You've moved away from society to soul search. I even feel like you've realized here, Pisces, that you don't need this person. This could have been a karmic lesson in the past that you learned from. There's a commitment here that I feel you walked away from. Okay, and now it's coming back, I feel. But I feel as you walked away, you broke the chains. You healed yourself from this connection. You healed some type of trauma. This person that's in your life, they may have some type of addiction or a codependency. Capricorn energy, you've also got Aquarius here with the Star. But it's like this person, there's something that you and this person need to do in this lifetime. You're both still stuck on the chain there. So there's something that I feel you may need to teach this person about letting go. To me, you're guiding them. To me, you come out as the wise hermit. Okay, you have this wisdom where I feel this person's still chained up to some type of devil energy. So whether that's addictions, or codependencies, working on inner child healing, but there is something that is, it's devil-like energy that they're doing. So whether it's a frame of thinking, if they are someone that's very focused on money, but there's something about your wise words helping them get to a certain point in their life. It's like they look at you as the hermit. They look at you as this wise person that's soul searched, that's gone out there alone and done it. okay? And it's like they look at you like a guiding light, okay? They look at you as someone very spiritual. You're doing your thing. You don't need other people around you. You've got the High Priestess coming out, and I feel like that's your energy, Pisces. Well, it is. It's Pisces Cancer. Tell us about the High Priestess. The Four of Pentacles. The Tower. And the Four of Swords. So the High Priestess, she's goddess energy. She's listening to her intuition. She's someone that learns the lessons. She is very wise. She is also somebody that will use her emotions. There's some type of hurt, okay, that you cannot let go of. And it could have to do with this person. Memories from the past. Aries energy could be significant. You're wanting happier times, but in the back of your mind, there's still that energy of this person betraying you. Okay, that's still in the back of your mind, that this tower got knocked down. One of these people are resisting the tower getting knocked down. The other one is ready for it. They're ready for a new start. Okay? So I feel like after a period where there could have been a tower that knocked down, as I said, this could have been a karmic cycle that you were on in the past. You didn't want it to get knocked down. Okay? There's love. There's a lot of love. This is a spiritual connection. You learn a lesson from it. You learned to be careful of who to let into your energy. Okay? And you've been using that, and I feel like that's why you sit in the energy of anxiety. Is that you don't want this to happen again. You've learnt the lesson. But I feel with the High Priestess, it's about going with the flow of life. Setting an intention. Starting again. To me, this person's fully invested in this connection. I feel like this connection is awakening them, okay? It's enlightening this person. They are seeing their flaws. Tell us about the King of Pearls. So King of Pearls, Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We see this person here as somebody that is not focused on their emotions. Their emotions are cold. You know, they're frozen. This person's focused on bringing in some type of stability. To me, they're just about to jump in the water, though. So this is someone that's very ambitious. With the King of Pearls also, he is somebody that's wearing the grapes outfit. So they are someone that has a gift. They have a natural gift, okay, that they work with. Okay, that brings in, I feel, stability into their life. This could also be a father. It doesn't have to be, and it doesn't have to be male either. But this is somebody that has the gift. They go after what they want. They make the decisions. They are the boss with this gift that they have. You have the Three of Swords. So their heart is hurt. I feel this isn't you. I feel this is someone that you are connecting with. This is someone that has frozen their emotions, maybe because they've had some type of trauma that's happened in their life. You have the Knight of Cups, but they need to walk away from it. To me, this person sounds like they're mirroring you. You're both worried about getting your heart hurt and death. Endings happen to everybody. You've got the King of Pentacles there. You both are working on yourselves. You're both working on something you're trying to build in this lifetime. So I feel like there's a lot of mirroring energy. I feel like this person could have involved others. You could have involved others. There's Three Swords in the heart here, where I feel like in the past, this person's heart's been broken. Okay, whether you've done that or whether this is some type of trauma that's happened in their life. Endings happen, okay? That is a king that has died. So no matter who you are, no matter if you're a king or you're not, cycles end, okay? Lessons need to be learned. The child here is actually holding flowers, like they are excited about a rebirth of a situation. So this person, I feel like they're diving into their emotions here with that King of Pearls, someone that has done some type of work, they've completed some type of work, and now it's time to move in. So they could be someone that's healing their heart or doing some type of shadow work, as I said. But I feel like this person is somebody that is wanting a rebirth of the situation. Scorpio energy could be significant. To me, I feel like you've closed the cycle. You may have told yourself you do not want this again. I see this person coming in the right way. They may have had a dream. The white horse, connection to the spiritual world, someone helping them. So as I said, they could have had a dream, they could have had an epiphany, okay, to come forwards, to rebirth the situation, to bring out their emotions, to learn the lessons. So I feel like this is something you don't see happening, okay? The work that they're doing. The whole darkest before, it's darkest at the dawn. So this person's coming out of some type of lesson. Tell us about the Nine of Pearls. The Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, you know, to make the wheel spin in the right direction, to make it spin forwards with good karma, you actually have to be making some type of effort, you know, doing the work. So there's something about getting out there, being spontaneous, actually taking action for this new cycle to actually work with this energy. I feel like in the past it may have not, okay, because I feel like there could be other people that are involving their opinions into the situation. Sagittarius energy could also be significant with the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands in reverse. With the Three of Wands, you know, it looks like sand to the person standing on the mountain. It looks like sand out there, like they cannot see properly. But once they actually put focus onto it, they realize that there are boats out there. Okay, there are things out there. So you may have thought that this was all over. You may have been the one to walk away. Okay, but this person's been working on themselves to come back in. This is something you've let go of. To me, you know, you were looking at this like this was your happiness, this was your light, this was your truth, this is what you wanted. Things didn't work out, but that's just part of karmic cycles. Okay, and I feel things are going to be different now. I feel like you and this person are both enlightened about the situation. I feel this is another cycle that I feel you're going to be doing with this person, but that's if you want to. Everybody has free will. A lot of people are in their head about starting this again. But with the Fool's journey, it's about moving forwards, about keeping going, okay? It's not about staying still. It's about learning the lessons, okay? So everybody has free will. Some people may walk alone, okay? Some people may realize that they don't need this in their life. But I also feel like some of you will decide to take a new turn with this person and try again. I feel like this failed, you gave up, and you said, I'm not doing it again. But this person I feel is going to come in and they're going to try and change your mind. So you have a choice. And I feel like listen to your intuition when making your decision. Just trying to grab all these cards, and then we'll do the 2 cards on the back of the deck for you, Pisces, which is the 7 of Cups and the Page of Wands. So a choice. What does Pisces need to know about this Seven of Cups? The Seven of Wands. Whatever choice you make, there is a new option, okay? There's an option that I feel is expired. I feel there's nothing else that you can do about that. I feel that cycle's closed out. And there's a new choice coming in, okay? It could be something online with the Seven of Cups. Someone that's at a distance. Whoever this is that's fighting for it. They're coming in, okay? And I feel like you don't expect it. I feel like it's going to be surprising. There could be age difference between you and this energy. They could be a Taurus, but you've also got Earth energy there. To me, this is somebody that could be feminine. They could be a mother or a parent. But I see them giving you something hard, something that they've worked hard for. Okay, so whatever this gift is, whether it's actually a gift that's physical that they've worked hard for with money, or it is the gift of word, as I said, that they've worked hard for with inner work, healing. But they will be coming with an offer. With this offer, though, there needs to be work done, okay? But they have some type of vision that they want to fight for. There could be other people around them. There could be other people around you telling you both not to choose this. But this could be someone you were married to. To me, this person doesn't need anyone around them. They have everything that they need around them. They are coming out as the Empress. Now they're building their crop and they're coming to give you some of it. Someone that wants to build something with you also. The last 9 months could be significant. Tell us about this Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, more younger energy here, Pisces. You have the Ten of Pentacles. This person's just going to do something out of the kindness of their heart, I feel, that's going to show you that this is what they want, okay? This person wants to feel comfortable. It's like a payment that they give you to come into your world. And the Emperor. This person wants you to give to them. This is somebody that's been watching. As I said, they could be watching online. They could be someone online that's at a distance. Fire energy could also be significant. This is someone that does what they want. No one tells this person what to do. They're a free spirit. But this is someone that's been learning off you. They could also be a water sign, but to me, they want to be included in your comfort zone, you know, in that home, working it together. So it's like this person, I feel, is coming in with something secure and something that is going to, they're hoping, land themselves in the role of being in this home with you, being in your good graces. Aries energy could be significant with the Emperor. But I feel like they're wanting to give love again. I feel like they've got a lot more work they need to do. There's going to be more challenges along the way, as there always is with anything. But I feel like this is a challenge for them too, to even come forwards. Someone that's now accepting their emotions. So they may have not accepted their emotions in the past. Okay, someone that could have been, you know, they come out as the King of Pentacles energy. So they come out as somebody that's very focused on the material world. Someone that has some type of special skill that they know they have, that they've been working on. And they know it's their path. But I feel like in the meantime, you've met them, things have happened, and that it's made things a little bit more complicated. Let's grab you out 2 music messages now, Pisces. So if you feel called to listen to these songs, what are you waiting for? Gwen Stefani, Tick Tock, Tick Tock. Sweat, a la 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 long, Inner Circle. I love that song. It reminds me of my father. So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Thank you all for coming to my reading. If this is your first time, welcome. Just remember, all my readings are timeless. Sorry the reading went for so long today, but I loved it. I hope you did too. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye-bye.